there, welcome back to my channel. So today, as you can see, it is a fun mishmash haul. We've got pretty much all designer. There's like one, I don't even know what to call it. So I'm gonna say it's pretty much all designer fragrances, all for great deals. Some from Shoppers, so drugstore deal finds, and then some from Perfume Online. And I buy from Perfume Online all the time. My coupon code for them is always in the description box below. If you're in Canada or the United States, you guys can check them out. I was browsing their website for a particular scent and then I got two more. So we have 5 fragrances to get through. Let's get started. Without further ado, if you haven't subscribed already, don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram, and we will begin with the Shoppers finds. So these are some $19.99 finds. By the time I get this up, it'll be harder to find, but you never know. You might want to keep an eye out. Maybe you found them when I did. Maybe you will find them soon, but I wanted to share them with you. So the first one actually is Yes I Am Fabulous by Cacharel. It's the 30 ml. I was excited to find this because I'm sure it's shown up before, or it might have, and I just never paid attention. I was never interested in these Cacharel Yes I Am fragrances until I got the Pink First. Yes I Am Pink First on holiday this year, and I loved it. Like, it really surprised me, and I got it in like this huge set, this like lipstick looking set that I actually keep. So ever since I saw that, I started looking at the 4 of them, because there's 4, and I'm like, why have I ignored these? I think it was just the bottle made me think it was going to be completely different than what it is. But I've been interested in trying them out, and I know they can show up for deals, so I didn't want to just rush out and get them. So this is my second one, and this is fabulous, like I said. And this is the other one I was this is the one out of all of them I was the most excited about trying. The 3 I have left, obviously, because the notes on this, I have very high expectations. So this has blackberry, heliotrope, milk, and hazelnut. I'm just so excited. I love all of those. It's supposed to be like nutty, like tonic. Heliotrope makes things powdery. I love that note. And actually, even though I'm not a huge like fruity fragrance person per se, I love blackberry. I really, really love that. So here she is, very cute bottle. I love a 30 ml that still looks like the full size bottle. I hate when they're like, they don't have the same vibe and it's just like not as pretty, but this looks exactly the same. And it's obviously in the purple. My Pink First one is obviously pink. And I think I have that one in a 50 ml because it looks bigger than this. But yeah, they come in these lipstick bottles and there's no cap. You just push down. I mean, technically, oops, that one came with that plastic cap that I just threw across the room, but I won't be keeping that. So let's see. It's like twirling around. I'm sure if you can hear the cap, it's because I launched it across. Oh, I was not expecting this. It's really interesting. I feel like this is the kind of fragrance where I'm gonna have to really give it a beat. Well, wait until the end to give like my final judgment on where it falls. Because I feel like it's so much, I don't know, it's so interesting. It's a little tart berry scent is mainly what I'm getting. Yeah, it's the kind of like tart berries. I wouldn't say, I don't know, I wouldn't say it's like I get a lot of nuttiness or lactonic vibes. But at the same time, there's something interesting there that is like adding to the tart berries. I was just not expecting this. It almost also has a bit of a like, I don't want to say masculine and scare people off, but it definitely is tiptoeing toward, there's like a masculine vibe to it. which I think is the thing that's throwing me off the most, but it might just be the opening. This has a wide variety of notes. Like I mentioned, like I feel like they're all on different sides of the spectrum. So something about this is telling me that this is going to change in its heart and dry down quite drastically. So I'm going to give it a moment, but in its opening, it's definitely tart berries, maybe a little bit floral, maybe a little bit, I don't want to say spicy, but like maybe a little, it's got a kick to it. Yeah, that's what I'm getting the most. So that's Yes I Am Fabulous. We will give it a beat and move on to the rest. All right, so now we go on to my second $19.99 find. I was so excited to find this one, even though I'm like not a huge fan of the line. I just thought it was a really good deal. So technically, I'm gonna show you the fragrance first. The fragrance is Divine Decadence and it's in the 50 ml. But technically the original Decadence is also on $19.99 if you can find the 50 mils, but I already owned Decadence. So I didn't go out and just get more just because it was on a deal, because frankly, it's not my high up on my list. I'm the kind of person who does get that pickle juice scent out of it, which isn't the best. I still own it and I'll still try it from time to time, and you know, it's in my collection now, but I wouldn't go out of my way to purchase more of them. And I also just like wouldn't gift it to anyone. But I did go with a friend and she got 2 of the regular Decadence bottles, and I got Divine Decadence. I actually did get a backup of this just in case I end up liking it, and because I couldn't control myself, but it might be a Christmas gift, I'm not sure, because backups don't count to the collection. So anyways, with all that explanation put aside, the notes on this one are again interesting: champagne, orange blossom, bergamot, honeysuckle, gardenia, hortensia, vanilla, saffron, and amber. So bottle wise, because I've seen what the bottle looks like, this one's a little bit prettier from what I remember, but scent wise, oh yeah, I forgot the cap comes separately, but scent wise, everyone's all over the place with whether or not they like it. So I'm gonna put on the cap, the top of the purse, if you will. I do like how it comes separate, it's cute. I just wish, I don't know, we'll see how I feel about it. I don't wear the original all that often anyways, and when I do, it's always like a scent I wear inside the house, because look, it comes wrapped like this, because it just smells like pickle juice, and I don't feel like the most confident wearing it out. I might have worn it out once or twice, but not often. But it is a good deal. Like, I know it's a very love-or-hate scent, so if you like it, then you like it. So yeah, here's what it looks like. I feel like it looks actually pretty similar. And it says Decadence on the bottle here, but I'm wondering if it says maybe Divine on the bottom. I don't know. This is what it looks like, so we'll try it together, because I definitely remember what Decadence smells like, so we can see if it smells a little different. Oh, it definitely smells different. Okay. I'm just intrigued because I don't know if it's supposed to look different. Okay, so we're back. I had to just actually take a beat and grab my phone and look it up because I was so confused. It does not say Divine Decadence on the bottle. And I was like, did I get spoofed? And it's like in the wrong bottle, but it's not. This is what the Divine Decadence bottles look like. They also just say Decadence. And I also saw that apparently the juice can be different colors too. It's also like, it ranges from like a light blue green to this dark, almost ambery color. So I'm thrown in for a loop, but in terms of a scent, this smells completely different. This is like amber, vanilla. It's warm. It's not I don't get any pickle juice from this at all. Maybe it'll come with time, hopefully not. But this is very much like a, yeah, it's like amber, vanilla, saffron, maybe some gardenia, but it's a warm, I just feel like it smells totally different to me. And that's another thing that was throwing me for a loop, because I'm like, okay, well, it looks almost identical, but in terms of a scent, it's very different. So different that it smells like very different from the original. And this was something that I actually would 100% wear. Now I'm glad I got a backup of this and that I didn't pick up any of the regular Decadence, because that's a hard one for me to work through. Yeah, this kind of has like warm white florals, but like a very warm amber vanilla base to it that I can kind of smell throughout. I don't really get champagne or like the sparkling nature that sometimes fragrances that have champagne kind of smell bubbly. I don't personally get that. And I don't know if mine is just like an older bottle, so I imagine the amber and vanilla have just oxidized a little bit and it's darker, but it doesn't smell off at all. Like, it smells perfectly fine in terms of fragrance. This happens to my pink sugar fragrances all the time, and they still smell good. Yeah, I like this. I'll definitely be wearing this. I'm really glad I picked it up, and it's obviously a really good deal price-wise. I guess these are all getting discontinued. I'm totally assuming they might be. So if you're interested and you live in Canada, keep a lookout. For the States, I have heard that Decadence and Divine Decadence have been showing up at your TJ Maxx's for around $30 US. So you might want to keep an eye out on that. But we will now move along to the perfume online fragrances. And I'm going to show you first the one that actually got me looking and putting in this haul. And it's because I am forever working on this pink sugar video that I'm going to do for you guys, and I keep thinking, okay, kind of like what's going on with my Maison Lancome. I'm like, when am I going to do this? When will the collection be complete or complete enough that I can do this? And I really didn't expect to find this one because I've never seen it anywhere, like not in person, online, anywhere. But I saw it on Perfume Online, so if you're interested, you might as well look. It is a tester bottle, so I'll just take off the sticker after the video, but it doesn't come with a cap, so if that bothers you, then don't pick it up. But this is Steel Sugar from the pink sugar line from Aqualina, and this has angelica, apple, bergamot, gingerbread, lavender, cedar, tobacco, labdanum, and vetiver. Note wise, this really surprised me because it's the first one from all the flankers I've tried that doesn't seem to list anything like cotton candy or caramel, like candy floss related. And that's even the flankers that smell a bit different have that base to them, at least in the notes. This one seemed to go in a completely different direction note wise. So I'm curious to see whether scent wise there is anything of that base in there or whether it's just a completely different scent. So Steel Sugar, I do like the bottle. I kind of wish it had a cap because I like this silver bottle, but that doesn't bother me. Oh, this smells very, very different. I thought this was a woman's fragrance, but it might be a men's fragrance, actually. Maybe I was just off. It smells pretty masculine. It smells like, it's a very like citrus lavender. I feel like this could easily be a Paco Rabanne fragrance. This is giving like a men's fragrance. This is giving serious Paco Rabanne men's fragrance vibes with that kind of bergamot lavender. It's got a really beautiful, like fresh, if you've ever tried like men's body washes that are like cedar something, this has that vibe to it, that kind of like sparkling cedar men's body wash that I actually really love men's body washes. I find the scent lingers a lot better than women's body washes. Yeah, I like it. It's very different in terms, like, it's going to be an interesting one for that pink sugar video whenever I get around to having enough of them so I feel comfortable doing it. It's going to be an interesting one because that's the kind of thing where they should have just named this completely different. Like, it's certainly a men's fragrance. Like, I can tell this now for sure. Maybe it was just not marked correctly on the website, but this smells nothing like the original. It just smells like a completely different fragrance. I do like it though. Yeah, it's good. Like, I certainly have tried men's fragrances that smell like this. And I feel like it could be unisex because it's kind of like a citrus, lavender, woody vibe, but there is kind of that men's body wash-esque vibe to it. So yeah, that is Steel Sugar from Aqualina. All right, now we're going to get to the other ones. And actually, I feel like everything I got from Perfume Online were flankers of fragrances that I already own and that I was interested in trying because they had really good deals on these ones. So if you're interested, definitely get them from there. So one of the other ones I got was Prada Candy Gloss. I have Prada Candy Kiss, which I have been a long time supporter of. I recommend that fragrance to people all the time. I think it's discontinued, but people have found it online just like I did, and everyone I've ever recommended Prada Candy Kiss to, they love. I love that one. Then I got Prada Candy Low, which I do enjoy, and I have Prada Candy Sugar Pop, which I also enjoy. I don't actually own the original Prada Candy, but from what I remember, I never really liked that one much. But I've always been curious about Prada Candy Gloss, and I don't know about you guys, but in our Winners or Marshalls, these show up every once in a while and they are full price. I don't know what it is. I'll find better deals on like niche fragrances at Marshalls, but then Prada Candy Gloss is always full price at Marshalls, which is beyond me. So when I saw it on Perfume Online for a very reasonable price, I jumped at it because I feel like it's going to be my total vibe. I love a lipsticky, glossy scent. So here she is. This is supposed to smell like sour cherry, cassis, peach, rose, orange blossom, vanilla, almond, benzoin, heliotrope, and musk. And I do like this one because it's like the press down pumps rather than the ones that have a cap. So let's see. Let's see if it matches the vibe or is as good as Prada Candy Kiss. Ooh. Okay, there's definitely like a sour cherry. Ooh, like it's so hard to, like sour cherry pop. Fruity, but in the best way opening. I can already tell, like in its heart, it's gonna get like a little bit more almondy or just like orange blossom, and it's gonna get even better. But the opening, I really love it. It's like fruity 90s lip gloss. Oh, I love it. It doesn't, okay, Prada Candy Kiss has like a serious powdery, like lipsticky vibe to it. This doesn't. It doesn't have anything lipsticky, at least again in its opening, it really doesn't. It like the tart fruitiness I really like because it's kind of like slightly nostalgic fruity gloss, but I think probably with its heart notes and base being warmer and having like almond and orange blossom and vanilla and stuff, it might get, yeah, or just like it might get a little bit more musky. So I'm excited. I love this color. Like, what a beautiful pink. This would be such a beautiful like nail polish color and lipstick color. I think it's so girly and cute, and yeah, I love that. So that is Prada Candy Gloss. And the last one, I'm so excited. I have been on the hunt for Armani Code Satin for a very long time because I have Armani Code Cashmere and I love that. And Armani Code Satin is like her sister. It's like her cousin, and it's very hard to find. And when you do find it, it's too expensive and I don't want to get it, blah, 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 not important. But I also have Armani Code Absolu, and I got that on holiday and I really like it. But I just always like keep an eye out for the Armani Code flankers, the women's flankers. I'm not interested in getting the men's personally for that range, but a lot of them were sold out on Perfume Online, and then I saw this one and I had to snap it up. So this is Armani Code Luna, and it's the Eau de Toilette Sensuelle. So it's Armani Code Luna Sensuelle. I'm very excited. This had pretty good reviews, and I don't think I've ever seen it in person. This is bitter orange, bergamot, petitgrain, pear, orange blossom, osmanthus, vanilla, tonka, and cedarwood, I think. Oh, leather and cedarwood, sorry. So here's the bottle. The bottle's beautiful. Just kind of like this clear bottle. It's like frosted glass, and then these flowers that are usually on the Armani Code bottles are kind of like clear glass, black top. And again, like it was a pretty good deal, and this is the 50 ml. So let's try her together and see what we think. It's always an exciting day to get. This is gonna kind of ease my Armani Code obsession till one day I will get the satin. Ooh. Okay, this is interesting. It's smelling a bit like iced citrus right now. It's kind of like, yeah, like it's like a very iced cold. It's a cold scent, like bergamot and bitter orange and everything, and petitgrain, but iced. It's certainly less sweet than both my other Armani Codes. They either go sweet in like a floral scent or sweet in a root beer vibe scent, which I love. There is a sweetness here, but it's way less pronounced, and it's kind of more of like in the background. And even the florals aren't so deep. So if you found that the orange blossom was too strong for you, for example, in any of the other Armani Codes, this is kind of like a much more diminished and subdued floral take. If you thought they were too sweet, it's definitely less sweet. Yeah, and it's much more like citrus. I don't even want to, like, the citrus on it isn't super tart either. It's just fresh smelling. But I'm interested to seeing how this wears, and whether, first of all, whether it performs well, which I'll need to do full wear tests, but also to see whether it warms up at all with the rest of the notes, or if it just kind of fades away and stays pretty linear. But yeah, that is Armani Code Luna Sensuelle, and let's put them in order. All right, so we are here to put them in order. I was playing around a little bit, and I think I've got the order down. So very quickly, I will just say I did end up liking all of them. There was nothing that stood out to me that was like very clearly bad, and sometimes I'll know immediately, like, okay, this is in last place, this is in first, like these I don't like, so it's easy. They're all likes. There's just varying degrees of likes. And I'll also say, surprisingly, there were no amazing loves, at least for now either. They all just kind of were somewhere in the middle, but varied in how middle. So in last place, I would put Yes I Am Fabulous. The more it's wearing on my skin, the more it's smelling kind of, something's just not sitting well on my skin for me. The tart berry did not dissipate, and it's smelling a bit, for lack of a better word, a bit cheap. And I didn't feel that way with Pink First at all. And I was expecting to like this one more than that one. It didn't ever get hazelnutty on my skin, at least. It didn't get lactonic. Unfortunately, it just kind of, it got a little bit slightly more powdery or musky, maybe because of the heliotrope, but it didn't really change much, and the sour berries just weren't cutting it. So that's in 5th place. In 4th place, I have to put steel sugar. I did like it the more it stayed on my skin, but it's just, I think I'm just gonna reach for it less than the others. It's a bit, I don't know, it really is nice. I knew it was better than Cacharel for sure, but I think I was just thrown. I thought it was going to be a woman's fragrance, and it like threw me in for a loop, but it really isn't bad. I will wear it. Yeah, it kind of just smells like, it reminds me so much of Paco Rabanne's men's fragrances. It's nice, but there's definitely better in the range, and then there's worse in the range. So even within its range, it's not my favorite. So it goes in 4th place. In 3rd place, very surprisingly, is Divine Decadence. There is something I like about it. I will say I've let it sit on my skin. Deep down, I can smell like the slightest whiff of pickle juice, but it's very deep, and it's so subdued with like this warm amber and slightly like spiced kick that it has. Like, it's like, it doesn't have bourbon vanilla, it just lets vanilla, but it's a very dark vanilla, and maybe it's because it's oxidized, but I love how this smells compared to the original. I really think it's more me. At least it's more me, I will say. And for $19.99, you can't go wrong. So very happy to pick that up. In 2nd place, I was gonna give it to Armani Code Luna Sensuelle. I like it. Like, it's going to be hard for me to not like an Armani Code fragrance, because there's something in its base that I vibe with. It's my least favorite of the 3 I own. That I can already tell, because it's lighter, and it's not root beery, which I love, and it's not deep, like guttural orange blossom, like floral sweetness. But it's perhaps a better one for like spring, summer. It's lighter, and I think it's a great one because I've had some of you comment before that you find like you like them, but you just think they're too much or too sweet. This might be a better fit. Which in 1st place leaves my definite favorite, which is Prada Candy Gloss. It's just got this like 90s berry gloss opening to it, which I really do like. I still haven't gotten like a whole lot of warmth, but it's definitely, or a whole lot of like, I just need to do more wear tests to see if any almond actually comes out of this, but there is like a vanilla-y benzoin, like tonka muskiness that's shown up the more it's been on my skin, which I actually have enjoyed. I'm crossing my fingers that just because of so many fragrances, I need to give it more of a fair shot to maybe get some almond in there. But even if not, I really do like this one, and I'm so happy to have it as part of my collection. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know in the comments below which one of these fragrances you've tried or you'd like to try. I love to hear from you guys. And as always, don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Bye.